Okay, so I'm kind of nervous being up here in front of a microphone because I am used to being behind a guitar and a really loud amp and a really loud drummer and a really loud bass player. And this is pertinent to the story. So I've been in a touring band for a very long time, no longer, but um, so we traveled a lot. I toured through the U.S. a whole lot, and then in 2010, I was lucky enough to live my dream touring through Europe. And that is the basis of the story as well. So, who here has been to Poland? Thanks, Randy. So, she wrote a song called The Song I Wrote in Poland, and I really like that song. You should listen to it. Um, so, I'm going to keep going. So, who here is Polish or has something like that? Okay. I hate Poland more than anywhere I've ever been in my life. I hate Poland. Yes, more than Crookston, which is surprising. So, little backstory. I got to tour Europe with my band and my all-time favorite French band ever. And it was a great experience for me because we toured 14 countries and it was just phenomenal. And we toured in October, November of 2010. And it's cold there in October, November 2010, especially in Poland. So we were an instrumental progressive rock band from Fargo, North Dakota. Strike one, strike two, strike three, you're out. And we were not very well known, and this means you don't play in stadiums in front of 2,000 people, especially when you play in another country. So we either played like a small dive bar or a young all-ages venue or a swimming pool. Okay. Then we get to Poland. And you guys know what squats are? Anybody? You know what squatters are? No, not like a squat, but a squatter. There's a lot of those in Europe. There's a lot of industrial buildings that are no longer inhabited, and not a lot of people give a shit anymore about them. So punk rock squatters who don't like to shower very much live there. And when it's cold, you don't have heat because there's no real electricity running through the building. So the first show we play in Poland, my hands are freezing, and I'm wearing the Canadian tuxedo, just to explain to you what it looked like. And I had the Minnesota gloves where you can pull off the top of the glove and have your fingers playing. And people in Poland, you would think that everywhere else was somewhat of a, you'd be able to expect everyone from all the other countries to be kind of like the people from the country you're in. No, people in Poland are mean. They're really mean. I don't know why, but everywhere else, everyone was so nice. And in Poland, we had 7 different languages we could speak in the 9, 10 people that we were on the tour with, and nobody would speak to us. We would try to speak all these different languages, and nobody would even look at us. They were just pissed off, angry people, and they didn't want to help us out at all, except for the people at the shows. They were so nice. But I was cold, I was tired, I was pissed off, and I was sick and tired of being in Poland. Okay, this is the first day. Then comes the second day. We were there for 3 days. Oh, Poland. So, second day, play the show. Also another squat, no heat. Someone offered a place for us to stay, or so I thought. We get to this place, and it's like a really nice condo, 1-bedroom apartment. And this was not a place to stay. This was a place for them to drink lots and lots and lots of Polish vodka. 5 or 6 bottles, to be exact. But nobody we were with lived there. I was tired. I was cold. I was pissed off. I didn't want to be in Poland. So I wasn't ready to drink Polish vodka. So I wanted to take a nap. So they were like, hey, Brandon, there's a room over here. Come over here. Lay down your sleeping bag. Just fall asleep in this room. Okay, sure. Wake me up before you leave? Okay. About 8 hours later, I just feel a sharp kick to my chest from both sides. I look up, and I see 2 Polish people that I've never seen in my life before, who don't speak English, who look at me and say, "Get the fuck out," in Polish. Or at least I assume that's what they said. Surprise! So I grab my sleeping bag, and I walk downstairs, and I'm in Poland. And I have no phone. I have no money. I have no idea where the people I came to Poland with are, and no idea how to contact them. Fuck! I was terrified. I had no idea what I was going to do. So I just started walking because the van wasn't in the parking lot anymore. The rest of the guys decided to get in the van, go get more Polish vodka, and go somewhere else. So I just went to the busiest place I could find and sitting there in Poland being like, I really hate this place. If I die here, I'm going to be so pissed off. And then all of a sudden, I hear this French voice that sounds like it's coming from traffic. And I just hear, Brandon! Brandon! And I look over, and it's Mark, the guy who booked the tour, who also was sleeping in the van, not partying, looking for a gas station, and somehow came across me. Thank you, science. So then I get in the vehicle with him, and he calls his bandmates, and we go find them, and yet again we find another surprise. So between 6 people, drank 5 bottles of Polish vodka. And they were in this really small little apartment with like 12 people. There was a girl sleeping on top of the fridge. Yeah, I didn't know how that worked. But I went in there to get them all, and I just saw the lead singer. Is it time for me to shut up? Okay. I'll try to make the rest quick. I see the lead singer wrapped up with a sheet in a sling. I was like, oh my God, what happened? And then I see a trampoline. You know, one of those little ones you had when you were a kid? And this was 30 minutes after they'd gone to bed. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. We had to be out of Poland, yes, in about an hour to get to our next show. I wake them up. They're all groggy as hell. And I say, we got to go. Come on, let's go. And they're like, what? We just went to bed. And then my bass player, the one who is actually kind of sort of responsible, is like, we actually need to find a hospital. I say, what? Yeah, Mederick broke his collarbone because we tried to see if we could jump off of the trampoline and stick to the wall like one of those Velcro walls last night, and he lost. And then the Polish police showed up. And after that, there's really no more surprises. Thanks, I guess.